Hi, it's Frankie here. So in this video today I wanted to talk about a subject that I am so passionate about, and that is the safety of the products that we use, namely lash adhesives, which are classed as cosmetic products within our industry. Now from my accent you may be able to tell that I'm from England. However, if you are watching this from outside of England, then this still applies to you. So also please watch this video to the end. It's just a few minutes out of your day and it contains such important information that as a working lash artist who is working on real clients, you really need to know. Now this video is here to assist to protect you and your clients, and I urge you to share this video to raise awareness on this important subject that most of us are unaware of. Now I expect that I'm probably going to set the cat amongst the pigeons in this video. Why? Because I'm being honest and I'm not being ignorant or brushing this very important subject under the carpet, which our industry seems to love to do, as in fear as not to upset anyone. So I'm probably going to ruffle a few feathers of the unethical lash suppliers out there. Now, although I'm going to be talking about lash glues, this also applies to other liquid-based products we use in the lash industry, such as primers, pH balancers, accelerators, super bonders, removers, etc. Anything that's liquid, because most are classed as cosmetics. So here's the issue. Now our industry is unregulated, as such it is saturated with unsafe lash adhesives that are mostly produced in countries such as China and Korea, who are the main manufacturers of lash adhesives. Now these glues are super cheap to buy in, usually only a few dollars. They are purchased wholesale by lash suppliers from around the world who private label them, whack the price up and then sell them across the globe. Now each country does have its own regulations in what is classed as safe or legal, and being from England we did until recently fall under European regulations, which are the safest in the world. They supersede all regulations across the globe. Now this can make it really tricky for suppliers like myself that are or were classed as the EU, as we are limited to the products that we can source and sell. So we cannot do what most suppliers do, which is go and find cheap lash products, private label them, stick them on a website and sell them. However, for me, where client safety is paramount, I am more than happy to have these regulations governing us. This means I only sell safe products to the industry. Now we're working on the eyes. This is the most delicate part of the body. So this means that you need to know that what you are using is safe. And the sad fact is that just because you can buy a product does not mean it's safe. Now this leads me on to sites such as Amazon, which has become an increasingly popular place for artists to buy their lash supplies from. Now I'm not against Amazon, I'm not here to badmouth them. I shop on there all the time for non-lash or non-cosmetic based products. But the issue I have is that this now seems to become a popular place for unregulated cosmetic-based lash products to be sold. Now go onto any lash forum and you will see questions being asked all the time on what is the best lash glue on Amazon. And there's always a massive response to recommend glues that I know are classed as unsafe. Now just this morning, in the 5 minutes I was going through forums, I saw 7 glues being recommended from Amazon that I know are unsafe. Now you may be thinking, well, I'm outside of the EU, so this doesn't apply to me. But consider this: if a glue has been deemed unsafe in a country such as the UK, where we have strict regulations and laws based on extensive research of products that then provide evidence of harmful effect, then surely it's unsafe across the globe. So just because you live outside the UK doesn't mean you are immune to the side effects and the toxicity of the product deemed unsafe. We are all human, so no matter where we are in the world, this product is still going to be unsafe to be used. The only thing that is different is the regulations governing that country. We class it unsafe, another country doesn't, but the evidence is still there to state it's unsafe to be used on humans. Why do you think there's so many clients having reactions to lash adhesives? Why do you think the practice of washing the lashes 5 minutes after the treatment has now become so popular? It's because most of these adhesives being used are unsafe. And interestingly, it's usually the unsafe stabilisers that are added to the glue that cause the reactions, and not the cyanoacrylate that many are led to believe. Now, if you use a good, safe glue, then you will rarely have reactions. You also don't need to wash the lashes after the treatment to remove the harmful vapours that can cause reactions. Now in a good approved glue, there are no harmful vapours that need to be washed away. So I do hope the penny is now starting to drop. So although I go through the lash forms every day, I am so shocked to see so many glues being recommended that I know are not safe. And most of the time it's because those that have been using them have no idea they're unsafe. Most people wouldn't use unsafe glues if they knew they're unsafe, but they just buy them, and because they can buy them, they assume they are safe. Now the issue is that suppliers like myself that are clued up on safe products cannot jump on these forums and make artists aware. Because if we did, we'd all likely be sued for slander, despite trying to protect our industry and, most importantly, the clients that are having these toxic glues used on them. So instead, we have no choice but to just sit back and watch the horror that is unfolding in front of us. So what makes a product safe, namely lash glues? So approved adhesives need to be fully safety assessed by an independent toxicologist. So these are nothing to do with the lash manufacturer. They're instead an independent company that is fully qualified to conduct safety assessments. So for my adhesive, this is the Council Directive and the General Product Safety Directive, as well as the EU Cosmetic Directive. So let's talk about the safety data sheets and being compliant. Now, safety data sheets need to be compliant and give the correct information as required. Now, many safety data sheets that are from outside the EU do not meet these requirements. So they have the wrong CAS numbers, which is a universally recognised number and used to provide a unique, unmistakable identifier for a chemical substance. They have the wrong percentage of ingredients that just simply don't add up, and they have no full listings of the hazardous ingredients that are in that product. Now labelling, it's got to be GHS compliant. This stands for Globally Harmonised System of the Classification and Labelling of Chemicals. It is a set of guidelines for ensuring the safe production, transport, handling, use and disposal of chemicals. The vast majority of labels from suppliers outside of Europe do not meet these requirements. Now, REACH compliant. Now, REACH is a regulation of the European Union adopted to improve the protection of human health and the environment from the risks that can be posed by chemicals. So REACH stands for Registration, Evaluation, Authorisation and Restriction of Chemicals. Most lash adhesives are not REACH compliant. Let's talk about CMR, Conflict Mineral Reporting Compliant. Lash adhesives should not contain any CMR materials. Many outside the EU do. So as you can see from those few things I've gone over, there is a hell of a lot that goes into ensuring that these adhesives are safe. Now, if a supplier can buy lash glues or any cosmetic-based lash product wholesale in for $3, do you honestly think this is going to have gone through all this strict testing, which costs these companies many thousands of dollars or pounds to meet these strict regulations? The answer, of course, is no. So how do I personally know that most lash adhesives that come from outside the EU are unsafe? It is because when I started my brand, I tried to buy in these cheap glues and I was on limited funds. I was looking for a cheap way to source glues, but I could not find one glue from outside the EU that met the regulations. So this meant a really long road to find a glue manufacturer that conformed to all regulations and produced only safe glues. In the end, we got there. But it wasn't easy, it wasn't cheap, and it still isn't. But I sleep well at night knowing that what I sell is 100% safe, and they are the safest glues in the world. Also, in an unregulated industry, how many manufacturers are actually going to pay out for all of this if they don't have to? Remember, they don't do this for passion, they do it for profit. Now, my glues, like I said, are not cheap for us to buy in wholesale. Yet I sell them for a very affordable price, £20 to £35, which is about $25 to $40, and we make very little profit on them. But here at Eyelash Excellence, we do what we do for the passion and knowing that we are setting the standards of the industry. Now, I love my industry, I love what I do. For me, this isn't just a job, but it's what I love. This is why I love making these videos that I put out there to assist people who also share my passion. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't waste my time. To be honest, I'd probably lie on the sofa eating biscuits and watching TV. Now in the UK, we're actually really lucky to have lots of reputable and passionate lash suppliers selling super safe products like we do at Eyelash Excellence. But for every good supplier in the UK, there are 10 unethical ones selling unsafe glues, because many have decided to jump on the product bandwagon in the hope of making a quick buck, and they probably do when they are buying glues in for so cheap and whacking the price up. So how do I get away with it, you're probably thinking? It's because our industry, even in the UK, is unregulated. So there's no organisation out there policing these toxic products that are being used on the eye. How crazy is that? Even in a country like England, which you would think would be super hot on policing this and have our shit together, this is still going on. So this takes me back to Amazon, where many glues are super cheap, you know, £8, £12. Now, if that seller is making any sort of profit on that glue, then those glues cannot be safe. But they don't care. All they care about is money, not the client that is wearing that glue or the lash artist that is going to bear the brunt when that client has a reaction and wants to take it further. Now, do you want to be that lash artist that has the finger pointed at them? And again, you may think that because it's on Amazon, it must be safe, right? The answer is no. Amazon is such a huge company. There is no way that they can police every item. And they know nothing about lash glue. So how are they going to know that their sellers are safe? So lots of sellers on there are retailing unsafe and technically illegal glues. Now, I'm not here to bash Amazon or manufacturers outside the UK. This is not what this video is about. I'm here to make you aware of what is going on within our unregulated industry. And it goes on in other too. So a good friend of mine, she's a nail artist, and it's exactly the same for her industry. So how do you know your lash glue is safe? Now, this is always going to be a tricky one, because if you ask the question to a non-reputable supplier, they will either ignore or bypass your question or just say, yes, our glues are safe. Now, you are within your rights to ask for the certification on these glues you are buying, the material safety data sheets, everything that goes with it. So I do appreciate that this can be very difficult. However, I do recommend to safeguard yourself, buy from trusted sellers. This means big lash brands that have been about for a while. So do you know who the lash brand owner is? Are they a lash artist? Do they talk about their products, where they source them from, the certification on them, that they are safe? If you do not know the brand owner or see them actively talking about their products, then it's likely they are not really into lashes. So for example, those glues that you buy off Amazon and other cheap sites, who is that company? Who has worked with that product? Who's tested it? Who holds the certification for it? Spoken actively on forums and their social media about it? I bet you don't know, because they just buy it in, slap a label on it and sell it for super cheap. Now, we have so many amazing lash artists and brands in our industry across the globe that sell safe products. Go to them for your products. Do not try and save money by buying cheap off Amazon or other cheap sites that are just in it to make a quick buck. Also, try not to listen to other lash artists on forums who are recommending glues, unless they are recommending glues they know personally to be 100% safe, rather than just having used it and like it. Because sadly, everyone thinks they're a lash expert, but most aren't unless they have done the super in-depth research and have worked closely with the manufacturers of those products. Many haven't. So if this subject has got you worried, then good, because you need to know this stuff and you need to know that what you are using is safe. So if you're looking for safe adhesives, please come to us. We have such a wide range of safe, cruelty-free, approved adhesives. My glues are low odour, they're flexible, they're strong, and they're best of all, they do not need to be washed after the treatment to prevent reactions. They're super affordable, we ship quick across the globe, and our glues do go all over the world. Now, I know that some of you are a little bit worried about buying from abroad if you are not in the UK. Don't be. Glues travel fine around the world. It's very rare that they spoil, so do your research and don't think you have to buy one that's close to you to prevent it spoiling. Now, I've popped the link below to my shop in the video description underneath. Now, also please share this video, because we need to raise awareness on this subject to protect not only our industry, but most importantly our clients. And not to mention you, who is the one that is buying these glues and putting them on your clients, and who the onus is going to be on if anything happens. Now, I really hope this subject has opened your eyes to the reality of what is going on in this industry, and that you take a stand to protect yourself, your clients and our industry. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, please add them to this video. And don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos and visit the Eyelash Excellence shop. Thank you very much for watching.